this.
The plan is real and you are the target. Distrust the government, avoid mass media and fight the lies. Almost everything that is happening, and these days nothing happens by accident or coincidence, is driven by that conspiracy. The aim of the depopulation plan is to gain control of the world, set up a world government and lead us via the horrors of net zero into the wilderness of the Great Reset. The global warming myth, the massive immigration programs, the end of medicine, the destruction of farming and economies around the world are all part of the plan. A subsidiary aim is to save money by dramatically cutting the amount of money spent on pensions, benefits, welfare and medical care. We've entered our own killing fields, and this is truly the slaughter of the innocent. During the last few decades, the major progress in medicine has come not in saving people, but in killing them. The Liverpool care pathway, the do not resuscitate notices, the kill shots and euthanasia. We're living and dying in strange and frightening times. Sadly, too many people assume that all these things are a result of individual occurrences of incompetence, greed or stupidity. They are not. We are all victims and prisoners to be of the world they have designed for us. And thank you for watching. An old man in a chair.
Simulation theory states that if simulated worlds, like video games, ever get to a point that we cannot tell them apart from reality, then we can effectively conclude that our reality isn't real, but we're actually all living in a simulation, and I can prove it with basic math. So we have our reality, V0. Someone in this so-called reality will eventually create a simulated world, like a video game, with perfect graphics and AI models that perfectly emulate humans, physics, and every single thing in our world with one-to-one accuracy. A perfect simulation of our universe. Call it V1. If V1 truly is an exact replica of our reality, then follow me here, it is 100% guaranteed that someone in V1, like a AI human model, will eventually create their own simulated world inside of V1. If someone did it in V0 and V1 is a carbon copy of V0, then someone will do it again in V1. Another simulated world with perfect graphics and AI models that perfectly emulate humans, physics, and every single thing inside of V1 with one-to-one accuracy. That would be V2. Now, the same thing would happen in V2, which creates V3, which creates V4, starting a chain reaction of simulated worlds inside simulated worlds. Infinite nested simulations, like a dream inside of a dream inside of a dream that, by definition, goes on forever. By the logic we've used so far, this chain is guaranteed to start as soon as someone in our world creates this perfect video game. Now let's pause and take a step back. We have one real reality, the base reality, V0, and an infinite amount of simulated worlds, V1 to V infinity. So the probability that our world, the one you're in right now, is the base reality, V0, would be 1 out of infinity, which mathematically speaking is 0%. A 0% probability we're in the base reality equals a 100% probability we're actually living in a simulation. Now the counter theory to this states we haven't created this perfect simulation video game in our reality yet, which means we're either in V0 and haven't figured out how to make it yet, and maybe it's not even possible and we never will, or we're the last simulation in the chain, VX or whatever, and we're still trying to figure out how to create our own perfect simulation, VX+1, which then brings our probability of being in the base reality up to 1 out of 2. 50%. V0 reality or VX simulation. The counter theory to that is that once we do figure out how to create that perfect simulation, this 50-50 scenario no longer applies because we figured it out and we're right back to where we started. 1 out of infinity. Simulation 100% confirmed with sheer math and numbers. Go cry about it. And in case you got lost in the explanation here, remember,
if you are unvaccinated and the virus comes into your community, the virus will hunt you out. The virus hunts down the unvaccinated.
The virus will find the unvaccinated. That's what they all say.
And it's a virus that will find you if you're not vaccinated.
If you're unvaccinated, it will find you.
The virus is literally finding unvaccinated people.
It will find the unvaccinated.
We're seeing COVID-19 tracking down unvaccinated people.
You know, if you're unvaccinated and you're in circulation,
you're going to get it.
The Delta variant of COVID-19 has the potential to spread through an unvaccinated community like wildfire.
The Delta variant is so aggressive that if you are unvaccinated, it's going to find you.
Delta is finding the unvaccinated.
The Delta variant will find you. If you're not vaccinated, it will find you.
The virus tends to find places that are under-vaccinated.
It does not just move to city centres. It finds the unvaccinated wherever they are.
So you might live in the middle of the desert, but it can still find you.
But if you're unvaccinated, this virus is looking for you.
You know, this virus, this infection will seek out the people who are either unvaccinated or have only had one jab and are not fully protected.
The virus does seem to be finding older people who have not received that third dose.
We'll ultimately find just about everybody.
But these 3 people, 2 of them weren't vaccinated, 1 had just had the first dose. The virus has found them.
I asked my fellow Angelenos, why are Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass still in office? How much more of their destructive decision-making masquerading as leadership are we going to tolerate? It's time to take back our community and our state and put the power and the privilege in the hands of competent leaders whose goals are to protect us and the way of life this nation was founded upon and promises to offer. That's all.
You be the judge. If you're awake, you already feel what's right. Support the movement. Show where you stand. Your presence matters. Your choice carries meaning.